Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino, and we're back in our Modded to the Max 2 world. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. We have been doing a little bit of stuff here. Started working on the storage room. Don't have it completely done yet, but we've got the sidewalls up, and we've got it up to this level here. You're going to see that I'm integrating in the storage controller mod in with this, and that's what we're going to be working on today, is trying to get everything done that we need to get done here so that we can get the storage room all buttoned up. So that's what we're going to do. To start off with, let's go move bunny. To start off with, let's go into here. This is what I've been working on, trying to get as much flax as I possibly can, flying around, grabbing it from villages, picking up out of the wild, trading. Just doing whatever I can to get as much of the linen that I can, which is nice. The cloth traders, when they show up, they also will sell linen. The normal, sometimes the diamond, it doesn't matter. But since we've got this thing here, every so often come over and I'll find, oh, like here's a trader here, but he's a commodities trader. Let's see what he's got. Got anything to trade? See here you can buy the normal stitched linen from this guy. He's also got bone ash. I don't need the massacot. Fluorite would be nice. Maybe powdered galena might be nice actually to buy. Let's go get some gears. Let's go get some gears. I came through and cleared it out just a little bit ago, and yeah, we got 7 in there again. Cool. So that's working pretty good, but let's get our gears. Okay, so like I said, every once in a while, I'll come over and check, and the clothing traders and the commodities traders, and it seems like there's one more that does it. Question mark. Hello. But they'll sell linen, or they'll sell flax, or whatever. So this is, I'm going to be able to buy 8. There we go. So that's going to give me 8 more linen right there. So that's 8 more chests, or 8 more BetterCrates I can make. So cool. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I've been doing, trying to get as much of that up as I can. So what I want, if we're going to describe what I've got going on here, is I want to be able to come in from an exploration trip, questing, whatever. I come back, I've been running around, I've got my iron chest here on my back, and I'm going to have a lot of stuff in it. And I want that stuff to be able to be automatically sorted to wherever it needs to go. So any of the metals that I get, nuggets, they need to go into this area. Any of the burnable stuff that I get needs to go into this area here. And then what doesn't go or belong into this building, I want it to go to this building. And I want it to drop stuff off here. So what I've done is I've actually daisy chained this controller to connect to this chest here, which then will feed it into this controller. This controller will then feed into everything that I'm storing in here, which will be a majority of our stuff is going to go into here. Okay. But there's going to be a few things that aren't going to go into here. And that's because they belong in this building here, which I've been working on also. So that controller that's over there then links to this copper chest, which will then drop it into this storage controller. And this one is okay to do as 10 bronze, because 10 bronze will reach up to 16. So 16 should be enough to reach all the way over to here. You see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's how you kind of figure out if it's going to cover or not. So this one will cover all of this area here. So anything that's going to be stored here is going to be sent over to this one. And then finally, the final transition is going to be anything that won't go into this area, this area or that area, I'm thinking about bringing it up into this area up here. I don't have a door or anything going into here yet, but do I have it open? Yeah, I got it open here. So it'll come up into this area here. And this area here, I'll be able to collect those items. You know, like say, for example, let's just put a chest right there. Okay. And then what I can do is I can go back down here. We'll left click on this one. And we will then left click onto this one. It should highlight. See, it's all highlighted. So that tells you it's connected. So now if I were to put, let's say this linen that I just bought, if I were to put it into here, it's disappeared, right? And so where did it go to? Well, let's go take a look and see. So it should have sent it over to here, which it's not here anymore. So then it should have sent it over to here. And you see it's not here anymore. So it should be in the chest up here. Where's my opening? And voila, there it is. So now we have a way of routing all the items through all of our storage rooms. And I'm going to do one. I probably need to hook one up going over to here also, because, you know, this is where I store a lot of my like grains and stuff and vegetables and seeds. So those definitely need to come over to here. So, yep, I'll have to hook another one up. But that's why I kind of started with this one being meteoric iron. So you'll see the range is 28 blocks. And that's really, really important. When you're setting up your storage and you're using the storage controller mod, you want to kind of know where everything's going to go to. And you can see by daisy chaining these together, you don't have to use like a great big one, like a steel one, which will go, 32 blocks? No, I could just come over here and let's say, for example, I want, let's say I want linen to be on this top row. So you would have flax fibers, and then you'd have twine, and then you'd have that would be right there, right? So let's grab 2 of those. And now I'm going to lock this into place by holding on control and clicking on an empty mouse button. So now even if I take all of those out of there, it'll still show the picture of the linen fiber in there. Okay. So now I can come over here and I can empty that into there, and it's gone. And it is now. Uh-oh. Oh, you know why? I didn't link these together. So left click and we'll do that one. I didn't link it. That's why it didn't do it. So it came all the way back up here. But that's good. We don't want to lose stuff, right? So that's why we have this final chest as being an overflow chest. We don't want to lose stuff. So now if I come in here, and let's say I'm going to simulate it, just stick it up into there. It's flowing down into that one. And there they are. They're floated into that one. Cool. So what I need to do now is like everything that is flax related, I need to go through and find a spot for it. So for example, that's going to go there. And then we can link that one to it also. And same thing, we should be able to see this one. Drop it into there and it should, yeah, see they're flowing in. Perfect. What else do we have that's flax? Now we've got the normal stitches. This is something that I've always wondered about. No, you can't convert it over into another one, but I do want to leave a spot for the plain wool cloth. Whenever, so let's see, do I have any sticks down here? I may not have any sticks. Where have I been keeping my sticks at? So I got everything kind of pushed around. Here we go. So I got to go through and get all of this emptied. Let's go ahead and do this one. That's not going to let me. Oh, other way around. So I'm going to use that to make, since those are a different kind of pattern. Yeah, let's put those in like that. And then we can store those right there. And we will control lock and control lock that one. And left click. There we go. So now I think I saw someplace else. Was it here? So there's 2 with square stitches. So let's put that up there. Let's grab the sticks on that. And that's not going to let me. Oh, that's from hide and fabric. Okay, that's from hide and fabric. So that's not the same thing. Got to do something special with that one. Same thing though. We've got jute, and we've got to find a spot for the jute, so we'll put it like right there, and we'll lock that one together, and we'll control and empty click it. So now that's the only thing that can go in there. Jute fibers, same thing. Throw it into there. Left click it and lock it. So that one's done now too. What else do we have? So lime. Lime is probably something that I want to store over here. And I may not need all of these. Originally, I was going to put everything that's going to be over here. I was going to put it all over here. I may not need all of this for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and put a spot here for lime, and I'm going to put it just right down here at the bottom like that. And so same thing, left click it and then control right click, and that's locked into place. Okay. Let me finish going through kind of sorting this one out, getting everything kind of organized the way I want it. And then I will be right back. Okay, I think I got this one set up pretty well. So I should be able to go in here now, and the items that I'm storing here, like feathers, we can drop in there. The lime we can drop in there. The jute twine, that can go in there. I think that's it for here. Right, so yeah, see, that's all going. Now, it's not real fast. The 10 bronze moves 2 items at a time. So that is one of the disadvantages. But when you're setting this up, maybe consider using your lower tier storage controllers towards the end of a line. So, you know, if I was extending this to go on further, you know, I might put an iron one in here to kind of help it move along. Or I might put what I have over here. This was yeah, this is the iron one. So I might put another iron one, you know, over there. If, let's say, I was going to also have stuff flow over into the barn, which I guess I could. There's some items I could store in the barn too. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. But for right now, this is working exactly as I hoped it would. All that's going in there. Now you'll see that these are grayed. And we probably don't want to see that all the time. If you look at it, it's control right click to get it to stop. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit control and I'm going to right click and it's going to open up. But now when I turn around, you see they're no longer shaded. So visually, that looks a little bit better. So we've got an area here. I figured it would be for flax and jute and cotton for sure would be in this area. We'll see what else needs to be stored in here. Maybe we'll have some of the colored linens being stored over here. The items that make dyes, you know, that might be something we're storing over here as well, like the crushed cassiterite. That might be a good idea to keep over here. Oak logs, we're going to keep those over here for making our tannin. And then we're going to keep our lime over here also for our lime water. So cool. Now I still have a few items that are left over that, you know, I really can't do anything with at this moment. The little onesie twosie things, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about those. they will end up in the chest, just like the items though that aren't mapped anywhere. What was that other one I brought up over here? Interesting. I bet you know what? I bet you it went on my person. Yep, I don't know what it was, but it might have gone on my person. That's why I can't find it. So anyways, so we've got this chest. It's done. I'm just going to pick it up for now, and we're just going to set it down like right there, just kind of get out of the way. But yeah, this room is done. Pretty happy with that. Get out of my way, horse. Ah, well, I'll shut the door later. Don't go in there. Stay out. Let's go over here and let's see. Now, one thing I don't like about is I can't put the items from the storage controller. So if I were to left click that one, I can't left click on these. So these do not interact with it. These will. So I can, lock all these together and use them with it. Why is that not going? Let's see. Left click on the controller first. I did that. So now if we go and we look at this thing, we can see it's linked to 351.117. So yeah, it's linked to that one. Oh, I bet you I need to show what's already been connected. So we'll do a control right click again. And yeah, you see those are already linked to it. That's why it was doing that. Okay. Might need to set this up so it does come over here. And I'll have to change the storage, but I don't want the seeds, going into something like this. The storage controller will work with this, but I don't want to set it up that way. I think it's, here we go, done. I don't think it works quite as well that way. What do we have here as far as food goes? Hefty red meat stew, that's 11% spoiled. And we have some flax bread. What's my food look like? Fruit and vegetables are kind of low. Do I have any fruit and vegetables? I got some cheese also. That is a meat pie. There we go. There's some porridge. You want to make sure I'm picking these up and pick it, whenever I'm low on something. Grain and protein, I usually stay pretty high on. Dairy, I'm usually kind of low on. Fruit and veg kind of balances back and forth, but we'll get there. I'm just going to throw this meat into here and let it rot. Yeah, see, that's okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. May consider it. I may consider it, seeing how I want to set it up. I know originally I wanted to kind of do something with my seeds, kind of over by this area here. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. All right, let's finish off this one. I am working on a possibility though. I need to test to see if I can fill this using a chute or a hopper. Then I might be able to put a BetterCrate up on top and then feed it into it, or out the back and feed it into it. That's possibility. But not sure if it'll work for sure or not. Let's see. So we've got a bunch of stuff here that is, let's see. We know we've got there's the silver bismuth-nite. There we go. So that is ready to go. Sphalerite for the zinc. That should be there. Yep, that one's ready to go. That one we know is ready to go now. A zinc ingot. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with our ingots. Sphalerite's ready to go. We know copper's ready to go. Hematite's ready to go. That one's ready to go too. And that's sphalerite. Okay, so we just need to pop over here, and I will use a hammer. And I'm going to store all of these as nuggies. That way. Siderite. There we go. So we should be able to put that in and put that in, that. And I need to convert that one over. Boom. And we should see stuff counting up here. Yep. See, there's the hematites going up. Now it looks like, yep, there's the bismuth. Now it's going up. So excellent. That's going to work. And then for our ingots, I saw I had a zinc ingot. I'll probably put it right there. Bismuth bronze, we'll put it right up there. Cooper nickel. If you haven't watched my Rusty Gear server, then be advised I've made Cooper nickel for the first time. Excited for that, and actually made some of the Jonas parts for it. Or made some of the Jonas items from it. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, so those are all stored in there. We'll still have space here for additional ingots, and we'll be able to mark spots for them here as well. This area, we've got this set up for fuels. So we've got our peat, charcoal, we've got brown coal, we need black coal and coke. Are the last two that are going to be kind of there. And I don't think I have any of those items. Oh, there's some black coal. Oh, and there's a feather. What's nice about this is I can now take that feather and boom, I can actually put it in from right here. I love that. Nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, I don't think I've got any of the... I know I don't have any coke yet. So we'll have to get some of that made. But anyways, so now I can come up here. Let's put this one here. And then we'll lock it into place. And we're going to do the control and that. I don't think I locked these yet either. So let's do control, control. Oop, that was locked. Okay, I think everything else is locked. Only reason I like to lock them is that way if I take all the items out of it, if I were using a storage controller and let's say I took all that coal out of there and it wasn't locked, well then the storage controller will not know where to put it and it will send it to the overflow chest. So this way, you know, if I take the last one out of there, it still knows that's where coke's supposed to go or coal's supposed to go to. Okay, and I can take this and I can throw that feather in there and it'll go off to where it needs to go. What else do we have in here that needs to be sorted? So let's kind of start working on what we need to do for the dirts and the boards. I think that'll be the next thing that we need to get. Okay, let's start off with the dirts. I think I want to have like the dirt stuff over here. So I don't know how high we're going to need to go. Let's take a look. If I go to H and I go to soil, I know I'm not going to need a spot for bony. Where do I need a spot for bony soil? Yep, I need a spot for bony soil. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll need one for bony soil. I'm not going to worry about barren, but we'll need for low, medium, fertility. High fertility, you have to make it, right? So it's not something that you're going to dig and find out in the world naturally. So I'm not going to worry about that one. And then we also have terra preta. So there's 4. And then packed dirt, I think will be 5. Yeah, so I think we need to have at least 5 for that. So let's go right here on this side. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's where those will go right there. And so now we can put, let's see, we're going to do, let's do terra preta at the bottom. So that would be medium fertility soil would be there. And packed dirt would be like right there. And we don't have any bony soil. So let's lock these into place here. And again, we're going to left click. And then we'll left click on that, left click on that. And then we're going to lock those two into place. Okay, so now that gives me an area for the medium fertility soil to flow through there. Cool. What else do we have over here? Let's look at our other storage area. Not there. There is a low fertility or medium fertility. Okay. And there is some medium fertility. There's some Terra Preta. Let's grab that. And low fertility. Some more there. Okay, so low fertility, we don't have a spot for yet, so let's get that put into place. And left click, and then control right click. That's all locked in. So now we should be able to come. Oh, and Terra Preta. We don't have a spot for Terra Preta yet. So that's going to go here. And same thing. Left click, control right click. So we should be able to go that, and that. And let those flow on in. You know, that's going to be really nice coming back from trips and just being able to just throw the stuff into one spot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay. So we're going to have some cobblestone. We know that. Yeah, I think the cobblestone and all that's going to be down this area. Let's start looking at some. I don't have quite enough of the BetterCrates for doing that, for doing all of them, but let's see how much of this we can get done. Do I have more? I mean, I know I've got 67 more linen, so yeah, I can make some more. Nails. I got 8 more nails and strips. Yeah, okay. Let me get some more of these made. And then I'll be right back. All right. I think I've got what I need. I made 32. I think I grabbed 64 of the linen. But I don't want to use the oak. We'll use that pine. Cut that up. So we're going to make... I've got 27 left over from kind of that first group that I had. And we'll go ahead and do this. We're going to need a lot of, I got 7 chests total there. I have a lot of chests here. I've made a lot of chests. And so I've been kind of going through, and as I fill them up, you know, and move stuff around, you know, trying to go through to see what I've got kind of left over and hanging around. Can I convert those back over? I can. Let's do that. And so as I've been converting these back over into, I think I need the axe. No? Okay. Was thinking I could convert those back over, but maybe not. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, we as I've been clearing these out, if I'm able to clear out any chests, I've been turning them back over into a better crate, because that's what a majority of what our storage is going to be here. As we continue on. So may have to just kind of let's go ahead and do did I put the linen? All right, I got it. Let's do this. Yeah, so that should give us 7 more. All right, so 34. Well, we're going to continue to make more. I've got enough nails now, which I probably, so I don't burn myself. Let's go ahead and throw those in here. Here we go. That way I don't, if I don't, you know, I don't want to accidentally drop my tongs or whatever here and all of a sudden be, turn that off. And then all of a sudden be burning myself. Don't want that. Okay. So thinking about what we can do for stone and for wood. So we got dirt down here. We'll come up with something for kind of this other area here. And we don't have to just stick to the sides. Let's say, for example, I add in here. That'll take up that spot. And then I'll have that spot. And that'll leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could do, you know, a run down the middle. Or, you know, 2. Leave a couple gaps and put 1 there, and then come down to leave a couple gaps and put 1 there, and then I'd have a center area here that would be, you know, for maybe staircase going up to an upper level. I don't know, but point is we don't have to stick to the edge if we don't want to. I'm gonna try to as best I can. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use. We're going to start off here at the bottom, and I think, no, I want to store the sand, the gravel. Yeah, I want to store the sand and the gravel in these. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to keep the sand and the gravel in those. So the small rocks, the sand, and the gravel. It needs to go into those. So let's take a look at what we've got here as far as rocks. And items. Or we'd start looking at wood. So we could do the woods first, I guess. So I'm going to go to... Let's type in the word plank. Or board. Here we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 different woods in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 2 rows of this would be 38 going across that way. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, it's not going to work out really good, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get 42 different ones right here. So let's start off with putting like the boards over on this side. We're just going to start from the top and we'll fill our way down with what we've got. There you go. And then we'll left click and boom, 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 boom. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark these. Oh, do I want to mark these yet? No. Oop, get back out of there. No, I don't think I do. So I need to shift and right click. Yeah, let's not hook these up to it yet. Let's make sure we have the boards in there first. Reason being is I think if there's an empty chest or an empty crate that doesn't have an item for it, what it will do is it'll go ahead and take the first available item and stick into it. So I want to try to keep everything, you know, kind of in place. So if we do... Yeah, that'll be way too much to look at, but we can see the way the system goes, age, birch, oak, and maple. So we'll do the birch there. And I got some more birch. We'll leave that in there. Since it's already been sorted, we'll leave it in there. No other logs in that one. Nothing there. Eucalyptus. Which, oh, by the way, let's go over here and take a look. I planted eucalyptus over here. Look at that stuff. Yeah, so you'll remember a couple episodes ago, we went out looking for some of our new woods. Oh, it's a rabbit down there. We went looking for some of our new woods. So here's Purple Heart. This is willow, not a big deal. Mahogany, that's beautiful. And then the kapok up here also. So yeah, lots of extra woods here that we're going to be able to start using. We'll want to get those into place. If I go by the handbook and I do by the board, should be, yeah. Yeah, so eucalyptus would be the last one at 29. But we only had 27 up here, so that's not going to work. Okay, well, let me start just putting these into different spots and kind of figuring out where I want these to go, and then I'll be back when that's done. All right, I think I got it set up. So I'm kind of going through and picking up the rest of the logs that I had in here. And I think I've got them. Oh, there's some oak. Now that should go over to the other spot. I'm kind of curious to see how this all works as we do it. There we go. It's all good. Here, there's some more birch. And there. And did I have glass already? I see I've got two different types of glass. Let's see. I've just got that kind of glass in here. So I probably need to get another spot for glass in this one, right? So I have the other type of glass, but let's just go ahead and use this here. And we're going to go ahead and throw that in, that. We'll throw those in, throw that in, that and that. Okay, now we should see some glass coming here. Yep, we do. Sweet. That's empty. All right, so now we've got this one, and it's still kind of flowing stuff in. See all that? Still kind of flowing in. So this is where it came to from the other room, from the workshop. It flew into here, and you see everything's kind of flowing down through this. You can see it says transporting birch log. So coming in, should see birch log going up. Beautiful. What else we got? Eucalyptus log. That's going up. Yeah. That is working. And the oak logs are going. Now remember, we're not storing oak over here. So the only thing I'm expecting that should, and again, that means, you know, what I think is going to happen is the only thing that'll show up in this one will be the glass slabs. And I'm correct. There we go. So of everything that I put down into that chest over there, the only thing that didn't get sorted was the glass slabs. So, you know, once we empty stuff into there, we'll have, as we start filling in more and more of this storage area, what we'll end up with is we'll be able to see, oh, I've got a few items left over. Where am I going to store those at? What room am I going to put those in? Right. Same thing up here. Now I do have these, I think, are within range of this one. So let's double check that. So I need to do the control right click and that, nope, control right click. That do it? Yeah, that did it. Okay. So you can see it's kind of grayed there, what's stored in this area. And then up here, I have, these are connected also. So I've got an area up here that I can use for storage as well. Not sure what I'm gonna put up here. Again, probably don't need, I can probably move these 4 out and move them someplace else. I think this is just area for clay working. So, but eventually I wanted to get to the point where I was doing like glazing up here also. But anyway, so I've got those here that I can sort into as well. So any clay that comes in is going up there to that one, just like everything else. So I think the only other thing that I need to work on is I have this area set up that's going into a chest. I think I want to put this into a storage controller as well and have it feed into something, you know, have it go into the rest of the system. So my thought on this is if I link it from here, can I link it up to this area here? And that way anything that's pounded and pulverized will not go down into this chest here, but will be moved and go over into the entry point into the rest of our storage system. So that would basically make this an automagic operation. I could come in and put that in right there and it'll feed in, get done, and go back out. Yeah, I think they'll try to work on that. In the meantime, the other thing that I do need to work on is, you know, I've got this area here where items are coming in and they're feeding into these trunks and then they're just kind of sitting out here. These also need to be brought in and go into our storage system. So I think that's going to be something else I'm going to work on. And then the other side of that is I think I'm going to replace these up here with BetterCrates and link it up to a specific item that, you know, we want to have brought out here. So, for example, you know, I could set up one of these to receive periodicite sand. And so then all this, I'm not going to use that for anything except for, you know, probably processing. So I could set it up so that all the periodicite sand comes in. And when it goes into the storage system, it automatically comes out to here and then feeds down in and gets processed, right? And then I want the stuff to come out the bottom and go back in. So that is the long-term project. I'm going to be working on that between episodes. Speaking of, I think we're done with this one. Little bit of kind of fun automation, something we don't hear. Those are words that don't get used very often when it comes to vintage story. But yeah, definitely some fun automation. I'm going to continue to work to move stuff around into the different places. Ooh, see, there's some clay. But I'm going to go ahead and work to kind of keep stuff moving around into their locations and trying to get everything organized. Next time you come back, next episode, when we do a playthrough series, we will be probably have all of this done. And I'm hoping to have this building kind of closed off. Look at that. It's starting to snow. Awesome. We are October. This season of the Modded to the Max 2 series is winding down. I just want to make that clear. We're going to be probably maybe 2 more episodes like this, playthrough episodes. And maybe 3 more Mod Spotlight videos to go. And then this season's going to be done. We're going to call it quits. We're going to be doing something different, though, for Season 3. Modded to the Max Season 3 is going to be coming up here pretty soon. Again, lots of mods, kind of themed, how we're going to do things. But we're not going to worry so much about the fancy schmancy buildings. Now, what we're going to do is going to be kind of a down and dirty, old school Minecraft version of a modded playthrough series. We're going to focus heavily on the mods, how to make them all work together, and the buildings are just going to have to build around them. Okay, so don't expect to see a village coming up in the next one. It's probably all going to be within one building and get it all, done that way. But I promise there will be lots of automation. We're going to be doing as much as we possibly can to get everything sorted early and often, automatically like we are now. So I want to be able to get out and do a lot of exploring, play with the mods, bring stuff back, drop it off, and have it taken care of. Okay. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.